Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2013 BMW X5 35D. The D stands for diesel. So this is a clean title, clean Carfax car. It had an MSRP of over $77,000. That translates to $24,000 in optional equipment. It's by far the most well-equipped X5 we've seen. I'll go over some of that view. We can finance it through Alaska Credit Union. We can put an extended warranty on it. We welcome trades. It's super clean. It's got more gear on it than I'm going to be able to talk about probably in a 5 or 6 minute video, but I'll cover as much as I can. So one of the things it's got is automatic high beams. So if you push a button on your dash, your high beams will come on and turn off automatically. It's also got adaptive xenons, which is much more common. Automatic high beams is not common. It's got surround view cameras and front view cameras, so you've got camera here and a camera on the opposing side, which will give you views of that. It's also got a sports package, and it has a thing called adaptive drive, which is a $4,500 sport option. It is an all-wheel drive. As I mentioned, the diesel. It's got soft closed doors, which we have never seen on an SUV. It's typically a 5 Series, a 7 Series, or an S-Class option. But what you'll notice here is if you close this, your door closes automatically. I've literally never seen it on an SUV. It's got comfort access on all 4 doors, so if you hit this, you can lock and unlock your car, and you can start it without taking your key out of your pocket or out of your purse. It's got lighting package, which you can tell, illumination here. Those are called puddle lamps. It's got front and rear parking sensors. It's got tow package. It's got a backup camera. It has a power lift gate, and oh, by the way, it's a 7-passenger. I'm not sure there's anything. It doesn't have night vision, and it doesn't have dynamic cruise, and I think those are the only 2 things it does not have. It's got an upgraded leather package, which is Napa leather. It's also got a leather dash, if you can believe that. I don't know who puts a leather, so to close this, you just hit that button. I don't know who puts a leather dash on an X5. Again, that's like an M5 or an M6 option. Not very common on an SUV. We're happy the guy did it. It's just not very, you don't see it very often. So cosmetically, the body and the paint are really clean. The only cosmetic stuff is here. There's been some little marks that were touched up. We'll have this touched up. We're not going to repaint the bumper. We're just going to disclose that it covers about a 6-inch range. So super clean. As I mentioned, it's got Napa leather, which is a very soft, very supple, very nice leather in everything, all of your seating, not just the seating areas, the entire seats and back row and third row. So you have a rear climate package, you have rear air conditioning and rear climate control, and you have rear heated seats. You also have a panoramic roof, which is an extended sunroof. You have a rear climate package, which means you've got rear sunshades here. So you've got, as I mentioned, the Napa leather, which is I haven't seen it in too many X5s. It's usually a sedan thing, but it's really nice. This is also a comfort seat, so you can recognize that by the headrest here for this generation. If you see this extended headrest on a seat, you've got a comfort seat, and there's a big difference between that and a standard seat. So we're big fans of the comfort seats. As a matter of fact, we're not buying 5 Series without them anymore. So here's your adaptive drive button. This is a $4,500 option. I'm embarrassed to say I actually don't know what that does. The guy that is helping us buy cars pointed it out. It's a very uncommon option. It does allow you to go into sport mode, and it will change your suspension settings as you drive. I just don't know as much of the technical stuff about it. You have a media interface here, hard drive, USB stuff to play music out of. As I mentioned, the leather dash and the stitching, which you can see here, and then you've got a heads-up display, which is obvious with the hole in the dash. Down here are your options, so you can turn your parking sensors off, traction control off, hill descent control. You can open your lift gate, and that, if you hit that, will give you a front view of your car. You can see the car here. This is here. This is here. So that's and then you've got a backup camera, which also provides you a surround view. So you've got a top view, and you have front and rear parking sensors, which will tell you your proximity of things, which is nice. As far as the sound system goes, you have an upgraded sound system in this. It's called Premium Hi-Fi. Let me show you. It's also got satellite radio. It also will play a DVD, so you can watch a movie up here. You've got Bluetooth. You've got navigation with real-time traffic information. Settings include heads-up display, a bunch of other stuff. It's a very complex onboard computer system. Trying to think if I missed anything. Bluetooth nav. You've got a heated steering wheel, which is nice. This allows you to scroll through radio stations or CD. This is a programmable button. Over here you've got your ability to turn your volume up or down. You've got voice activation and Bluetooth activation. Power tilt and telescoping wheel, of course, cruise onboard computer system. Driving lights, fog lights. You do have power folding mirrors, so if you hit that, you turn your windows, your side windows in, which is nice if you're downtown. Home link, and as I mentioned, the panoramic roof. I feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing something? I mean, you can see how clean this thing is. It's really clean. It's been very well cared for. We really like these, especially this with the soft closed doors, the adaptive drive, Napa leather, heads-up display. I mean, it's just loaded to the gills with gear, keyless go, comfort access. I mean, just a bunch of stuff. Anyways, as I mentioned, we can put an extended warranty on it. It's got 67,000 miles on it, which for a diesel is just probably about broken in. If you've got questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.